Okay, guys, sorry about the slight delay there. We are going to start the race now, though. They're just coming in, forming and finishing the formation lap. Seems like Jamie did actually get to P2 at the end of qualifying there on his final lap. Unfortunately, we missed that, though. But we should all be good to go now as the race starts. We switch to the helicam so we can get a better view of the cars coming in now. Here we go, last corner. As they're lining up now, and they're just about to cross the line, and that's the green light, and off they go. Already we can see an overtake on the outside. I think if we switch to the other camera, that is James. No, it's Nicholas already slotting in there. But turn one, there's already contact, and there's already someone spinning off. I think that is Jamie. It is, but we'll switch back for now just to see if anything else happens. We'll switch back to the helicam so we can get a better overview of everything. That's very unfortunate there. And that's going to drop him quite the few positions despite his qualifying. And it looks like Nicholas has span it, and he's going to lose his P2 spot as well. The curse of the P2 as the helicam tries to figure itself out. But Daniel Smith now pulling away. We'll switch to the TV camera and go back slightly here as we watch the current battle for this. As if we go back slightly here, it's looking like Mark Bailey and is it Tony? I'm trying to work out who's in the green car with the pink wheels. It is Liam. We'll go back to the helicam though, because they're just so close right now. Anything can happen. And if we go back even further, these guys are neck and neck as someone is getting pushed out in the green and yellow Lambo. And unfortunately, that's put Nick down into last position, Jamie in P12, as his accident was slightly earlier. Super close racing from these guys. And if we just go back, he is already trying to gain for these positions. There's an overtake here. Down this straight, neck and neck. Martin, and I think that is Chris. Yeah, that is Chris Vickers. Leaving both of them in the dust there. And Jamie is coming back strong. Let's quickly head up to the front of the grid just to see if anything's happening there. They're kind of spread out. So as long as they keep it under control, coming around turn one again, they should be okay. Very close between those two drivers there. I think that's Tim Taylor and Liam. Trying to remember everyone's race colours from last time. They've all got different cars and different colours this time. So, oh, and that is another spin there. From the likes of, is that Tim Taylor? It is Tim Taylor. Unfortunate for him. As him is that he's involved with another spin with Jamie, so that's going to put him and set him back again as these two now fight for that position back. Just waiting for the leaderboard to update. Okay, so this is the back of the pack now, these two. That means Nick has gained some spots. We switch to him now. He is making his way back up the grid now. So far, everyone's still super close. Nicholas Reeves just going a bit wide there into the gravel. Manages to keep it in control and keep his position for now. And so far, seems everyone's on the straight and narrow for now. Mark Bailey coming a bit too close on the inside there, seems to have slowed him down slightly. While we see Dempsey as well getting chased by Nicholas Reeves. And if we check the front of the leaderboard, Daniel Smith in P1 making good space with James Reeves behind him. See if he can gain any speed up for that position, but Nicholas Dempsey and Nicholas Reeves and even Liam behind trying to battle for a podium spot right now. These three also grouped up. Martin Laming in the grey car. Nicholas driving very aggressive right behind Mao. Going to be putting the pressure on him. Liam recovering there. Onto the gravel though. Both cars slightly wide there. As they start getting into the swing of things now, warming up the tyres. That is the wrong onboard camera, I apologise. Let's see how close he can get behind him here. Taking that corner tightly, needs to accelerate now out of it. We'll lose a bit of time there. Three guys at the back, making a little bit of space. Nicholas did actually get the overtake on Mao. That'll put him up into P9. He will be climbing back. As we saw last race, very good at seemingly spinning it on the first corner and climbing back up the grid. Currently P9. We'll see if he makes any progress throughout that race. These two now super close though, as Nick starts to pull away. Dempsey still trailed by Nicholas Reeves here, still pressuring for the podium finish. As you see James now very close to Daniel Smith. Now still holding on for his P10 spot. Martin Laming still trying to catch him too. Let's go back over and see the battle for P3. So currently as it stands we have a P1, P2 battle, P3, P4 battle, and back here down in P10 as well. These guys still fighting while we see Jamie as well in the back trying to regain the positions that he lost earlier for the previous incident. We check Martin now. Coming in very close on the inside. Can he get enough speed out of this corner though to try and take him here? He is gaining here. We do have Jamie actually coming on the outside. On the inside, sorry, corner-wise, and he will take that off. Goes wide though, but manages to take that spot from Mal, and that will put him up to the P10 spot. Oh no, and Mal's sliding. He is going to lose that fight to Martin Laming as he now takes that position. Unfortunate there for him, but that is brilliant for Martin as he takes it off of him, capitalizing on his mistake. And Mal won't be happy with himself for that one. And as it seems now, these two have started to spread. Let's see if James is still not as close as he was. Daniel Smith still keeping a good distance away from him. Dempsey, though, did lose the position to Nicholas Reeves. And it seems like he's span it off into the grass as well. So Dempsey will gain that position back. And Liam will take the P4 off of him. Mark Bailey will move up to P5 as Nicholas gets back on track and try and regains his composure. That will drop him down to, I think, P7? P6 is Chris Vickers is here behind him. Yeah, there's about a second, 2 seconds behind them. But it now seems to be these two. Jamie almost on the grass there as he's chasing back Nicholas. Nicholas then P9, chasing Dean Timso, gaining on him. Mal falling behind. Tim Taylor, Martin Laming though. He did, as far as I'm aware, he was further up the track and took the position. Something must have happened for him to fall down here. Down into P13. With Tony in last place, P14, but he is gaining on Martin here. Was looking for a potential inside there, just not enough speed, couldn't catch him. But we have a new battle. Dempsey's still in the podium battle, but now we have Liam as a contender. As James Rees pushing hard to take the podium. And almost forced himself into a mistake there for it. Still though, keeps on track, still keeps a decent distance between them. And he's going to be okay for now. Tim Taylor's still going to be chased by Martin here. Decent distance between them though. But it seems like these two are the closest right now. Slight shake there from the car. Let's go on board with Liam now. Just to see if anything happens, if he can get him on any of these corners. And that is a spin! He has lost control. Dempsey is in the grass, and Liam capitalizing on the error and taking that off him. Mark Bailey will come up to fourth now and will battle for Liam for that third spot. Dempsey is still in the grass, not sure what's happened there, but that's gonna losing vital space on the grid. Nick and Jamie coming in on the inside. Both of these guys falling behind at the start of the race due to their errors. And yeah, I thought he was going to spin off there, just the camera, I think. But still on track, still in control. These guys climbing back up the grid. And Nicholas, actually, let's go back and see what's happened here. He took him on the inside corner from earlier. But he is losing space between them both. There it was. Slight little wobble there from him. Losing a bit of grip coming around the corner. That's what lost him the space. Move back up now has Mark Bailey with Chris Vickers right behind him now. Try and get those times back on. If we head back up to James, this fight for the first position, still a fair gap between them. As Daniel Smith currently in the first space, comfortable. Oh, and that's James Reeve going super wide there, losing grip as he comes in, manages to keep it controlled, recovers well. Might lose a bit of time between them now, but manages to keep it as we hit the halfway point of the first race. Chris Vickers very close chasing Mark Bailey here, as Mark Bailey also gaining on Liam as well. As you can see, he is going to get more speed coming out of the corner. He is going to try and take him on this long piece of track here. He is going to get him on the inside. Let's switch to the camera and see him take the position. He will get it. And there we go. Great overtake there from Chris Vickers. That will move him up to P4 as Mark Bailey will now drop to P5. And see if they can keep it together. 40 minutes left. Looking at the relatives on the left hand side, seems like these three are the closest battling it out right now. Not sure how much on the side of the game is that bump there, those bumps there, or if it's the network, but it looks like Chris Vickers is coming on the inside now. It will be a race on the straight as they come across the grid. Chris will have the advantage, so, but he is losing a bit of speed on him. He will want to get him on this inside corner. And he does take it, and as you can see, Mark Bailey also trying to get in on that action. Not going to be quick enough though, unfortunately. He will have to just let it go for now. He's not going to give up the fight though. But Chris Vickers moving himself up now to P3, taking that spot off Liam. So if we move back now, it's a battle between Mark Bailey and Liam, as Liam's now dropped into that P4. Stay on Liam's camera, see if we can get a good view between the both of them. Drop back to Mal. Not much space between him and Mr. Dean Timms. But it looks as if Chris is pulling away from them two now, giving himself a comfortable distance between them. Still a good 10 seconds away from P2 though, so he is going to have to push quite hard if he wants to catch a higher spot. But in the top three, as Liam seems to now be making distance from Mr. Bailey too. Let's see if he can gain enough speed here. He did try and get him on the inside on this straight last time. Don't think he's going to be anywhere close enough though. cutting in more early there, trying to take it from him, but he just can't get the overtake. Almost span it there from Liam, but he manages to keep it under control. That could have been disastrous for him. That could have gave the spot up, but no, he recovers well and he carries on. Bailey now also keeping it under control. As long as he keeps up the pressure, he shouldn't have any cars coming from behind him. As we see Jamie 10 seconds around about behind him. Jays Reeves 5.2 seconds away from first, so as long as Daniel Smith can keep it on track, keep things composed, he should be comfortable in the final 10 minutes of this race. But right now the closest battle is between Liam and Mark. But anything can happen. We have seen both of them lose a bit of grip around corners coming up. As long as they can keep it calm. Learn from their mistakes. They should be fine. Mal still trying to catch Dean Timms. Still going to be a second between them though, but he is going to keep pushing for that position. Tim Taylor will be going in the pits. He's the back of the grid, so that's only BMP 12 now, and he should be fine. And a clean lap from both of them. So they will stay in their same position for now. Daniel Smith still with a decent 6-second lead on the pack. James Reeves behind him, but Chris Vickers not anywhere near. He's a good 9 seconds away, so top 3 should be comfortable as long as they keep everything under control here with 7 minutes to go. As Mark Bailey is still going to push for the P4 off Liam. He is gaining on me. He's gaining a lot of speed. And if we go to the correct onboard, what are you doing, Christopher? There we go. We'll see if we can steal it off of him. 5 minutes now. He does want it. Kind of backs out on the brakes. Liam's slightly wide though. He's going to lose a lot of time. Smart catches him. But for now, it's going to stay the same as it is. Oh, and he is going to get Sneed there. He's going to get on the inside, but he's not been given much space. Mark looking like... No, he is going to give the position back up. That's unfortunate. Went for the overtake, but there just wasn't enough space for him to really move without being forced onto the grass. And he will have to lose the position again. But it's getting close. All it takes is one mistake from one of them just to throw this battle away. 4 minutes remaining. It'll be so costly for both of them. They're still going to keep fighting. Nicholas now getting closer to Jamie, and Nicholas Reeves as well, who started pretty high up the grid earlier. Going to be trying to get some final position gains as the race now begins to come to an end. This is race 1. We do have another race after this. And I think the way it's set up is the grid position is going to be set based on the first race. We'll have to find out on that one and see how they've got things set up there. These three still with decent amount of space between them. Only about 2 laps to go. That is a stop and go penalty for Mal as he speeds in the pit lane. And not sure what's happening to his car there. Speeds out the pit lane, then wobbles it off of the first corner. And that's probably going to be his race done. Now, 2.5 minutes remaining. Let's see if they try and push it just that little bit harder. It could force some errors, but we'll see. Daniel Smith still holding P1. Very comfortable lead, 8.8 seconds ahead of James Reeves, who also has a decent gap between him and third place.
Leaders on final lap now.
Now, as Daniel Smith is on that last lap, this is going to be the final push for these two. Very close between them, but Liam does accelerate faster out of the corner. And he is going to slot in on the inside there. Is he going to be able to take it though? Neck and neck here as they, I think that was contact, but he's going to push him out and Liam is going to keep the position for now. Another opportunity to gain the position and he is gaining there, but it's not going to be quite enough. Stop and go. 2 laps remaining for Mal. That shouldn't matter. I don't know if he has to do that before the end of the race or not. But it shouldn't make any difference. He's 2 laps down currently in P12. Tim Taylor and Richard Dempsey though no longer in the race. But Mark comes in for the overtake. Oh, but he is on the outside corner. Almost getting him as they come through the final 30 seconds-ish of the race. And that is Daniel Smith crossing the line. Congrats to him. James Reeves will be coming around the final corner for P2. And it looks like Liam could keep it. There we go. Chris Vickers in third. That's your top 3. There's only going to be 1 corner left. Mark has to push this now, but it's not going to be good enough. Just not got the speed to get him on the last corner, so he is going to take P5 while Liam keeps the P4. Great battling from them. Oh, and there we go. We finally saw it, lads. Jamie now coming over the line. P6. Nicholas right behind him. And we have the other Nicholas crossing the line for P8. Dean Timms, the pink 46, coming around the final corners now to take the P9 position. With Martin Laming close behind, taking P10. That is your top 10. As Mao, I don't think will be crossing the line as he currently in the pits, but we have Tony Barker coming in P11. And that's out of 14 drivers. Tim Taylor and Dempsey no longer, and they will be out of the race for race 1. And there we go. There's your table for race 1. Dan Smith in first, James Reeves second, Chris Vickers in third, Liam in fourth, Mark Bailey fifth, Jamie in sixth, seventh we have Nicholas Crittenden, and winning 8th we have Nicholas Reeves, Dean Timms 9th, Martin Laming in 10th, Tony Barker coming in 11th. We have Mal Witt, Tim Taylor and Richard Dempsey unfortunately not finishing the race. So there we go. That's race 1, guys. We'll be back for race 2 very shortly.